name is Waka Kodama. I live with my husband Daiki and our daughter Sakura. Sakura turned 10 this year and is growing up healthy, which makes me really happy as her mother. Since today was a rare family day off, we went grocery shopping together because Sakura wanted to.
Hey, Mom, guess what? My teacher praised me yesterday.
Oh? What happened?
I got a perfect score on my Japanese test.
Wow! Sakura, you're a genius!
I did well because it was full of kanji I like.
Really? We should celebrate! Is there anything special you like to eat? How about some snacks? When I said that, Sakura looked a little sad.
It's okay. Dad is home today, right?
Sakura.
Actually, I like omelette rice tonight. And I want the eggs to be super fluffy.
Are you sure? Alright, let's use lots of eggs today.
Yay!
As we talked, Sakura's smile returned. But the reason she had been down was because of her father Daiki. We're home.
Hey there.
I thought I asked you to do the dishes.
Huh? No way. I'm relaxing on my day off. There's other dishes we can use, right?
There is, but if you wash them now, it'll be less work later.
Less work? It's just dishes. It'll be done in no time.
Then do it now.
Nope. I'm on my day off.
My husband, Daiki, often fully relaxes on his days off. He says he works hard on weekdays, so he does nothing on his days off. I work hard on weekdays too, you know. Even if I say something, he brushes it off like this, so I've given up. It's not good for Sakura to see us arguing too. Switching gears, I went to the kitchen to start making dinner.
Mom, are you going to cook dinner?
I think so. Why?
Well, I have homework, but I'm stuck on some parts.
I see. Well, let's work on it together after dinner, okay?
Okay, promise.
As I nodded at Sakura, who looked happy, a voice came from the couch.
Hey, Sakura, that's not right.
Huh?
Ask your dad for help. I'm smarter than Mom when it comes to studying.
But last time I asked you.
That was because I was busy. I just wish you'd asked me at a better time. But this time, I can help. Also, while Mom might be decent at sports, she's terrible at studying. I won an award for my book report in elementary school, and my independent research project was chosen to represent the school. Dad is better.
I cut Daiki off before he could continue and called Sakura over. How about we make dinner together first? Aren't you hungry?
Yeah, let's cook together.
Alright, then go wash your hands. Sakura ran to the sink right after responding to my words. Daiki, I asked you to stop doing that, haven't I?
What? I'm just saying the truth.
It just sounds like you're boasting.
What? Are you jealous? Give me a break.
Of course not. I try not to argue in front of Sakura, but honestly, it's really annoying.
It's not my fault I'm better than you. I mean, my cooking is better than yours too. Maybe I should cook with her. That way, she can be as smart as me.
How about you cook tonight then?
Well, I'm not really in the mood today. Maybe next time.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, it's great that Sakura takes after me and is so smart. It's all thanks to me, right?
Yeah. Giving up on the conversation, I focused on preparing dinner with Sakura. He wasn't like this before. Daiki changed after Sakura was born.
Waka, aren't you a bit slow at this?
Huh? What do you mean?
You could be cooking or mopping the floor right now. Folding laundry so slowly. You're terrible at managing your time.
Oh. Well, if I move too much, Sakura might wake up.
Yeah. But if I were you, I could do all this without waking her.
You're really clumsy, you know?
If you think so, then help me.
No way. You need to get better at this on your own. I'm being tough for your sake. Understand?
Daiki left the living room and spent the rest of the day doing whatever he wanted. At first, he only said these things to me, so I just let it go, but when Sakura started elementary school, things changed. Sakura had good grades and behavior and often received praise from her teachers. She would happily share her school stories with me. But then...
By the way, when I was in first grade, my teachers and parents used to call me a prodigy.
I see.
I was perfect at both studying and sports. I even sang better than anyone else, so people used to say I could become a singer one day.
Hey, I want to hear about Sakura right now.
Huh? You just heard it. Anyway, when I was in first grade...
Daiki's endless self-praise left both Sakura and me feeling bewildered. He kept talking even though no one was listening. Moreover,
Look, I got a perfect score.
that's amazing! You worked so hard! As I praised Sakura, who was proudly showing her test paper, Daiki came over.
I got so many perfect scores on my tests too. I was so smart that the teacher asked me to help the other kids.
I don't even want to respond anymore.
Really? I've always been this good.
Mom, I'm going to my room.
Oh, Sakura!
My parents told me I was their pride and joy.
Hey, listen to Sakura's story.
Huh? I was listening. That's why I'm talking about my own experiences at her age.
That's not it. Listen to her and tell her that she did a great job.
What? Why? Anyway,
No matter what I said, Daiki's bragging wouldn't stop, and I let out a deep sigh. He just wants to talk about how great he is. Because of this, Sakura now only talks about practical manners when Daiki is around, and only when he's not around. She shares stories about her achievements and happy moments with me, making sure he doesn't find out. She's learned to be discreet, but this doesn't feel like the right way to live. Recently, Daiki has started interrupting our conversations with his self-praise more often. While pondering how to handle this, my phone rang. Hello?
Hey Waka, it's been a while.
It was Tamaki Kodama, Daiki's sister, who was close to my age. She was friendly and easy to talk to, often initiating conversations when we visited the in-laws.
I was going to ask, how are you? But you sound really down.
Do I?
Is something wrong? Can I help you with anything?
Her concern touched me, and I decided to talk to her about Daiki. My brother's bragging? Yeah, at first he was only around me. But now he started to interrupt Sakura to boast about himself. Sakura's only having to put up with it. I've asked him to stop, but he doesn't listen. That's definitely a concern for Sakura. She's managing in her own way, but lately, I've been feeling like we can't keep going like this. And whenever I asked him to do any cooking or housework, he brags about it. He refuses to do it.
What?
Seriously? He says he needs to rest on his days off, or that it's not his job. Lately, I often think about when we were just a couple. He wasn't like this.
I see. That must be really tough for you.
I didn't mean to burden you with complaints about your own brother. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. When we were living together, he used to irritate me too.
Oh, really? It wasn't quite like this, but he was always saying,
I can do it.
I thought he was just motivating himself.
But once, he asked me to tell him he was great. Looking back, he probably just wanted to be praised. That time, I got tired of it and eventually told him to shut up.
Wow, I had no idea.
But you know, I don't really want to suggest this, but people don't change that easily. And if he keeps bragging instead of listening to Sakura, then you might want to consider divorce.
What? I was stunned by the suggestion, something that had never crossed my mind.
After all, it's not good for Sakura either, and it just makes everyone unhappy. Sometimes it's better to be apart.
You're right. I always thought I shouldn't get divorced, because my parents did. But for Sakura's sake, maybe I should seriously consider divorce.
Yeah, but before that, why not have him get a scolding from my parents?
You mean at your parents' house?
Exactly. It's their fault for not praising him properly in the first place. And if that doesn't change him, then go ahead with the divorce. Tamaki.
Yeah, you're right. I need to be prepared for that.
That's right. By the way, I'd like to talk to Sakura. Can you put her on the phone?
Sure. She should be in her room. Hold on a second. I headed to Sakura's room and found her playing a game by herself, as expected. Sakura, can you talk to Aunt Tamaki for a bit?
Okay. Hello, this is Sakura. Yeah? Uh-huh. Huh? Is this really okay to say that? Okay, I understand.
Sakura looked surprised at what she was hearing, but after nodding a few times, she handed the phone back to me. Are you done now?
Yeah, Aunt Tamaki wants to talk to you now.
Okay. After making plans with Tamaki to visit her parents, I hung up the phone. I was curious about what Tamaki had said to Sakura, but since Sakura didn't seem inclined to share, I decided not to press her and went about the rest of the day. A few days later, we went to my in-laws' house with Daiki and Sakura.
Oh my, welcome! You've grown so much, Sakura. Thank you for having us.
Oh, you have such good manners. Wonderful. Welcome. Please make yourselves at home.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it. My father-in-law and mother-in-law seemed genuinely happy to see Sakura. Seeing their joy reassured me, even though I had been worried about coming here.
Welcome, Waka.
Tamaki, thank you for having us.
You don't have to be so formal. Really, just relax and take it easy.
That's right, Sakura, feel free to talk about anything you like. Even if you say that I know it's hard for you to talk. Oh, tell us about school.
School?
Yes, anything is fine. I love to hear about it.
Well, recently I got perfect scores on my math and language test.
Wow, that's amazing, Sakura.
Really?
You're very good at studying.
Yeah. And I also came in first in the running race.
As Sakura kept talking more and more excitedly, I watched her with a smile, but then, as expected,
I was also fast at running and good at studying when I was young, wasn't I?
With Daiki starting his bragging again, the room's atmosphere froze.
Sakura is smart and cute because she takes after me, not her mom.
What?
I want you to know it's all thanks to me. And she's good at trying because of my influence too.
As Daiki continued to talk to himself with a smirk, I felt it was finally time to speak up. But before I could, Sakura moved first.
Dad.
Huh?
I really hate that about you.
Huh?
Aunt Tamaki told me to be honest about my feelings.
As Sakura looked at me after speaking, I felt a deep sense of shame, or not having said anything sooner. I realized I had to speak up now. Sakura, would you be okay if you couldn't stay with Dad anymore?
As long as I'm with you, Mom, I'll be fine.
Her words gave me the courage I needed. It was my turn to stand up now. Daiki, I thought it was okay for me to endure this alone, but it's made Sakura suffer too. I can't take it anymore. Let's get a divorce.
What? What are you talking about all of a sudden? Divorce? What are you thinking?
I've told you repeatedly to stop bragging like that. You never listened. So this is the only option left.
For such a reason?
This was just the final straw for the divorce. No matter how much I asked you to help me with the housework, you never did. Even when I was tired or busy, you pushed everything onto me, saying it was my job.
I didn't push anything onto you. If you had told me...
I told you many times. Do you remember what you said? You said I can't do it because it won't be good for you, Waka. What do you mean, won't be good for me? You just wanted to take it easy.
Well, what about Sakura? You didn't want to get divorced because your parents were divorced. It was you who said that.
Don't worry. Even if I'm alone, I'll take good care of Sakura. Staying with you is actually worse for her.
You're making me out to be the bad guy. Mom, Dad, say something. Dad, Tamaki too. She's talking about divorce.
Waka, I'm sorry. It's our fault for how we raised him.
What?
Tamaki told us you were coming today and we knew the situation, but I couldn't believe he actually started talking about himself.
Yeah, but seeing it in person made it clear. This is our responsibility as parents.
Sakura, I'm so sorry.
Yes, we've caused you so much pain, and we're deeply sorry. We understand now how much Sakura must have suffered to say something like this.
Don't worry about us. The most important thing is for Waka and Sakura to be happy.
Hey, wait. What are you talking about?
We should be saying that. How could you start boasting like that? Ignoring your own daughter. It's embarrassing.
That's right. We never intended to raise you like this.
But we need to start by reflecting on ourselves.
What? Making me sound like the bad guy.
Taiki, no matter how much you wanted to be praised, you shouldn't interrupt Sakura.
Wanting to be praised? No way.
You do. That's why you start talking over her. Seriously, it's lame.
Lame? Are you guys supposed to be on my side?
If you want us to be on your side, stop bragging and taking over everyone's conversations. Nobody wants to stay on the side of someone who always interrupts and boasts.
This can't be.
Then please agree to the divorce. And since Sakura's school is important, you'll have to move out.
What? Do you think you can live in that house on your salary alone?
Yes, I can.
What? No way.
Yes, really. You never knew because you never asked about my situation, only talking about yourself. I'm smarter and more capable than you think. Moreover, you've never helped with the housework, claiming you needed to work on weekdays and rest on weekends.
What?
And I don't have to listen to your boastful stories anymore. I never thought about divorce before, but now that I have, I realize I should have done it sooner. I feel like I wasted so much time.
Please, don't leave me. I know I was wrong.
It's too late now. You should have fixed things earlier. Feeling disappointed, I decided to leave the house with Sakura, leaving Daiki behind, who was clearly in shock. With the help of my in-laws, we successfully got divorced. Even though he said a lot when he came to collect his belongings, he left without saying anything more when I told him to leave quickly. However, my relationship with Tamaki and my in-laws continued, and they even offered to support us. So, Sakura and I often visit them. I'm really sorry for all the trouble we caused you. What? There's no need for you to apologize, Tamaki. We all feel responsible. We think the cause of his desperate need for approval lies with us. But I also think it's partly just his personality, but he managed to suppress for a while. True. But it seems he's causing problems at work now. Oh, really? Yes, living alone might have been good, but without anyone to talk to like before. He's been boasting to his colleagues and juniors at work, and he's even been saying things that put down those who don't want to listen. It seems he's causing a lot of trouble. I see. As he kept pushing people away, Daiki ended up with no one to praise him. He became angry about the situation, creating a vicious cycle. He got what he deserves. When I think about it, I feel even more certain that getting a divorce was the right decision. So, how is Sakura? She seems well. She seems to feel that her worries are gone and looks brighter than before.
That's good. Sakura looks best when she's happy.
Yeah, I want to be more attentive to her from now on. I don't want to miss any part of her growth, to ensure she doesn't go through any more hardships. I strongly want to be her greatest supporter.